Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to walk through this Leetcode problem, minimum number of refueling stops. So a car is traveling from a starting position to a destination, of which the target milestones, and each of the starting position, there are gas stations along the way, and the gas stations are presented as an array, a station where it represented like this. So it has the two components. It has a position and also how much fuels that they can provide. And the car starts with an infinite tank of gas, and initially has a starting fuel liter of fuel in it, and it uses 1 liter of gas per 1 mile that it drives. And when the car reaches a gas station, it may stop and refuel, and transferring all the gas from the station into the car within the minimum number of refueling stops the car must take in order to reach the destination. It cannot reach the destination within the negative one, and if the car reaches a gas station with 0 left, and the car can still refuel there. If the car reaches the destination with 0 fuel left, it's still considered have arrived. So that's nice. Let's look at the example in here. The target that we're looking at is at 100 mile, and then we started at only 10 liter of fuel. And the station that we are coming across will be the one at the 10 miles, at 20, 30, and 60. And each station has the first station has 6 liters, and second station has 30, and the third one has 30, and the fourth one has 40. So the output will be 2. So we have to we started with the 10 liter of fuel, and what we do, we drive to position number 10 and expand 10 liter of fuel, because we have to do that, right? Because we have only 10 liter, so that we have to stop in here, and then we refuel it, and then now we have a 60 when we are at this gas station, and then we drive from position number 10 and all the way to the 60, and then because 60 can only get us to the 70s miles, so it does not get all the way to the 100. That's why we have to refuel over here. And then we drive, and then we reach the target. So basically we stop in here, and then we stop in here. So a way to do this is use a max heap. And whenever for example, when we are standing here and then we ask ourselves, can we reach here without refueling in the prior gas station? And if the answer is no, so that means we have to refuel in one of these gas stations or or multiple gas stations until we can get to the point where we are standing right now. And as you can see, so this is a decision, right, to refuel or not. So of course, we want to refuel at the gas station that provides the maximum number of fuel, and to do that, we can use a max heap. And let's code it up, and then I will explain along the way. So first, we need to have a max heap, which looks like this. And then we have a tank to keep track of our fuel status in how much fuel is available in our tank. Also, we keep track of the prior position. So the previous, because this is due to the data, right? So it's keep track of is the distance from the original point. So this is the 10 miles away from the original and origin, and it's 20 miles away from the origins. But we need to know the distance between these two gas stations, and that's why we need the previous position. And initially we have the previous position of 0, and let's keep track of the tank. So the tank will be equal to, and before doing that, let's look at this for loop in here. So for each gas station, so it provides us the position and also the amount of fuel that's available. And I should change this button to fuel available. And also we concatenate that list with the last one, so which is the target. This is target amount of miles from the origin, and also it has 0 amount of fuel. So that's why we concatenate that. And so because every traveling it consumes gas, right? So the the tank will decrease by the distance between the current position and the prior position. And this is exactly why we need the previous position. And I changed the name from post now to current position. And the next previous position will be equal to the current one. And then we can update it, the prior position, and then we can track of the status of the tank. So when we do this while loop, basically we are in that state, in that current position, we're asking ourselves how much fuel it takes us to get there. And if the tank is negative, is positive, that we don't have to, in that position, if our current tank is positive, that means that we don't have to refuel in the prior gas stations. Otherwise, if the tank is negative, that means we have to refuel in some of the prior gas stations that we've seen previously. And so how can we choose the minimum amount of gas station we have to visit? That will be, we have to visit the gas station that can provide the maximum amount of gas, right? And to do that, we have to use a max heap. And in Python, the heap works in a min heap. So to do a max heap, we have to take the negative of that. So this is how we can do it. Basically, we refill the gas and then look back to the prior gas station we've visited, and look at the gas station that can provide the maximum gas. And we do that while there's something in the max heap. So we keep looking back to see, to look at all the. So for example, we will stop at the gas station that has provide the maximum heat, maximum fuel, and then we stop at the. If that is still not enough, we will stop that. We would have stopped at the gas station can provide the second largest amount of fuel, and we keep all the way until a point where if we visited all the gas station, but our tank is still negative. In that case, we will not have enough gas to travel to that point. However, I mean, in any way, because there's simply not enough fuels in all the gas station. So if the tank is still negative at the end, and then we will return a negative one. So there's simply no way to travel to that position. And whenever we come across a gas station, and we just push it to the max heap again. So because in Python it works in a min heap, and to use a max heap, we just put a negative amount in front of it, a negative sign in front of it, and then all the negative number become so a maximum of the negative number will be the sorry. So I should say the minimum of the negative number will be the maximum of the positive number. So that's why we can use a max heap that way. And then at the end, we will simply return also at the here we need a result equal to result plus 1. Oops. That keep track of how many stations that we're visiting. I'm going to change the name to be visited. To be 0 at the beginning, and then we return the how many stations we visited at the end. So let's run that. I also fixed a small error in here, so this should be a list of lists, and it works. Looks pretty efficient using a max heap. So for time complexity over big O of n log n, because in the worst case scenario we have to visit all the gas station, and that is same complexity with sorting, sorted by the available amount of gas, and that will be in the worst case scenario. And for the time complexity will be O of n, and that's it comes from the max heap over here. So that's so much for my solution. I hope you like it. If you do, please like this video and consider subscribing to the channel. That will be a huge support. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.